all remember a time in your life where you were young and you always used to ask questions. And a lot of those questions started with why. Why is the sky blue? Why hasn't someone done something about this? Why this hasn't been done? Now see, for a lot of people, that ended. They stopped asking questions. But for some of us, it didn't. And this is the secret power of the youth, is that they're still new to life. They're learning the rules of this game. Words like impossible, possible, feasible haven't quite registered in their brains yet. So they don't see something as like possible, impossible. They see problems and a path towards solving it. This is what we call the boundless youth creativity. Basically, creativity that's boundless, hasn't had boundaries develop yet. And it is this exact mindset that helped me. I grew up here in Riyadh. This is my hometown. That helped me write my first line of code at the age of 9. At the age of 12, I built one of the largest cartoon streaming apps in the world. At the age of 13, I got recognized by Google as the youngest certified Android app developer in the world. At the age of 14, I finished high school. At the age of 15, I started the University of British Columbia, being the youngest student to start university. At the age of 16, I got hired by Microsoft as a software engineer, bringing me the Guinness World Record for being the youngest software engineer in the world, as well as the youngest engineer in Microsoft's history. At the age of 18, I started my company, Raytech, which is now one of Canada's leading app development companies. At the age of 21, now, I'm on a mission to help as many youth as possible accelerate and fast-track their success with tech and AI and become global tech leaders. Now, I mention all of that not to talk about the 5 world records or the achievements, but as encouragement, is that this is to show if you don't stop asking questions, what is possible. You can make good progress. And there's plenty of people who have. And there's 2 key lessons that I want to share with all of you. Is that number 1, answers are for those who search. I'll repeat this again. This is very important, especially for the youth out there. Answers are for those who search. All the problems you want to solve, all the solutions, they're already out there. But you have to be a searcher. You have to be a seeker. You have to set out on that path to actually take action and move towards it. The second thing is that there are enough case studies and testimonials to prove that success is possible. For all my youth out there, you are not stepping on a lonely journey. Other people have walked through this path. They have made progress. They have results. And they're there to guide you. Mohammed bin Salman Foundation, MISK, MGF, like this is the type of place where you want to be, where you can connect with people who are going to empower you, give you a platform so you can stand up and build and like make progress. You will find a lot of people who do discourage you. You don't want to listen to them. You want to focus on the people who encourage you. In my personal journey, they were my parents. My parents always encouraged me to do better, to focus on what's really out there, to keep asking those questions. A little bit of story time. So my personal journey didn't start with tech. It actually started with Photoshop. So when I was 7 years old, I used to make Photoshop edits of my mom. I would make her face look slimmer, brighter. And then one day, I had a thought, is why don't I change my sister's eye color, shout out Rania if you're watching, to my sister Rania, from brown to blue. And that was the beginning of a journey where I looked up on YouTube, how do you change eye color? And I did one tutorial, did another tutorial, did another tutorial. I got so good at Photoshop that I took on the hardest challenge possible, which was giving my uncle six-pack abs. I know, very important work. I managed to do that as well. But I mentioned that to tell you that this was a pivotal moment in my personal journey, is that I realized that I didn't have to wait on anyone. It's like I can equip myself with the tools, the knowledge, the skills to do things that I want to do that make an impact, whether that be making Photoshop edits or that be like now working on enterprise-grade software, helping people around the world, doing one-to-one coaching, etc. So this is the main thing that I want everyone here to focus on, is that you have that ability in you. You can equip yourself with the right lessons, the knowledge required, the things to make progress. And this is very, very key. And I say all of this is that this is not about being in tech, being like a prodigy, having world records, none of that. This is about you realizing you have the potential in you. If you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to have the courage to act, connect with the right people, if you're willing to ask those questions. So you see a problem, you see possible solutions to it, and think about perspectives that maybe even other people have not considered. If you can do that, then this is the main challenge. That if you can do that, you can move mountains. There's so much, this is for the youth out there, you have absolutely no idea what you're capable of. What I want you to focus on is understand the world's out there for the taking. You have the power to equip yourself. You don't have to wait on anyone. Stop waiting for the right time. Time is not waiting for anyone. You can go out there, seize the moment, start equipping yourself, connect with the right people, etc. And this is the main challenge that we want to focus on. And if we can understand this, that is the first step we're going to take toward the future created by youth. Thank you.